Gardiner and Theobald's success is built on great relationships and nurturing new talent. So it was a natural fit to sponsor the Next Generation reception at the London Real Estate Forum. This collaboration reinforces G&T's commitment to supporting today's professionals and tomorrow's leaders. We talked to a group of G&T's Next Gen professionals to find out why they're excited to be involved with the London Real Estate Forum. We got their take on some key issues that will be debated during the forum's insight seminars. Here's what they had to say.
This is all about the next generation. G&T's been around, tens of generations. So, to see that kind of progression moving through the firm, bringing it on, as you say, connecting with other firms' next generations, and it's really sort of cementing that relationship and hopefully seeing the business continue to grow and succeed.
And to be honest, I just want to find out what's going on in London. I mean, at the end of the day, there's so much going on and so many people working in different spheres that we get a chance to talk about what we're doing and they get to talk to us about what they're doing. So I think it's a great opportunity.
It's a fantastic networking opportunity, isn't it?
A lot of people think that the housing supply issue at the moment is kind of a legacy of the recession, and truthfully I think it's been passed on through multiple governments almost since the end of the Second World War, that there's been a housing supply problem.
I think probably the planning system is holding up a lot of developments. I think that's probably a key thing that needs looking at, needs some reform.
I think it's two parts, isn't it? One is making sure that we build enough, but what we build is what's right and also is at a price that people can afford, because there's no point building 100,000 units for something that only perhaps 10% of the population can afford.
I think a particular issue in London as well, clearly the need to provide a lot of housing is leading to some developments in areas of London that historically have not been highly densely populated residential areas, and it's about partly due to the costs of those areas and making them affordable to people, but it's changing where people are living in London and how they need to then get into the centre for work, and how the new areas are kind of coming up in terms of the other things that are there, retail and other facilities, effectively creating whole new residential areas and sort of new towns, if you like.
Crossrail as well, I hope, is going to help unlock that slightly, whether you've got these new areas that are getting huge redevelopment, and as you say, create some more sort of medium-high density housing, and then that's just really going to help because you've got all those hubs redeveloping, lots more houses can be built with really good links into London.
You either have to provide more housing in London so more people can live here at an affordable level, or we have to improve transport links out so people can live outside but find it easier to get into work. I think transport's a major one. I think giving people flexibility perhaps for shared working spaces and lots of design-led solutions, which is quite interesting for our industry, but then also giving people the opportunity to work at home would help people live in different places and get into work.
I think for me the real estate value and infrastructure and investment in infrastructure go hand in hand. Clearly where you've got excellent transport infrastructure, that helps with the value of any investment. It makes it much more attractive both for commercial and residential developments, and I think we've seen that a lot in London over the last few years with areas such as King's Cross and big areas of regeneration brought about by excellent transport links.
It's not just about rail and tunnels, I mean it's bridges, and it's also, we talk about this cycle highway, which I think is a great idea. People would cycle more if it was safer and it was easier. River crossings, I mean there's so much stuff to look at that will just open up areas and make people's lives a bit more exciting and interesting and recreational on their way into work, which makes the real estate better.
London's always been quite almost over-dependent on sort of an ageing infrastructure, and I think sort of tells more we have the oldest underground system, and that it needs constant maintenance work.
I don't think it's just rail infrastructure though, it's airports as well, isn't it? That's the other key thing. We're under capacity at the moment in terms of our international infrastructure, so that's going to be a key area that we need to develop.
London is the top international city. Without airport links and then transport from that airport to places people want to get to, not being close geographically but being easy in terms of time and cost, I think that's what we need to invest in to make sure that everything runs smoothly, people can come here, do business. London, I think international people see as quite a gateway to Europe if they're outside of it, and we're ideally positioned in a time zone between America and the East. We've got to take advantage of that and make sure people can get here easily and do business to keep real estate values high by keeping the international trade and foreign investment positive. So to come from our industry to you as individuals, What's your favourite thing about London in one word? Mine's food.
I was going to say food. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I'd say history, hands down.
Harry Potter.
2 words. It's definitely 2 words.
Oh, okay.
Just Potter.